there, wrestling fans. This is Brian Blitz, and welcome to another exciting edition of Superstars of the Ring here at ccwrestling.biz. Now, before we get on with this week's action, we do want to talk about an incident that happened this past weekend in Lake City, Florida, where the Outlaw Jamie McKinnon and Kekino Polamalu were in a serious altercation. Now, it needs to be said that leading up to this, Kekino Polamalu was supposed to be in the main event that evening, but due to the outcome of this altercation was unable to compete. Now, we're not sure exactly what all happened, but from what we understand, Kekino was pile driven and sustained a very serious neck injury. So hopefully we'll be able to get some more on his update in the near future. However, having said that, as you know, the Outlaw Jamie McKinnon is definitely never short for words, so he certainly had something to say about what happened this past Saturday. So let's go ahead and go to the Outlaw now.
Come on in! Listen here! Come in here! Good, you got a camera, good job! Listen here! CCW has had a crime scene! There's been a crime committed! And it's been against Kekino Polamalu! That's right, Palmetto Bush himself! Now this is what they say happened! They said that his body was laying right here! But then they said his head was right there! Then somebody kicked it! Now I'm not saying that I know that happened! What I'm saying is just right here! If you mess with me, you're gonna get hurt! Now I may or may not done that! Maybe that kid Toxic done it! He's a little sketchy! Huh? He come out of the ring in Tampa or wherever it was at! Maybe he done it! Maybe Chris Turner done it. Maybe the cameraman done it. Maybe that lady that runs around here and takes all the pictures done it. But don't accuse the Outlaw of nothing until you see me do it.
There you have it. I have to make this perfectly clear. The Outlaw Jamie McKinnon is the CCW champion. He is absolutely not playing games. This is a very serious situation, and I can only tell you right now that I'm glad I'm not on the other end of his brutality. Now, we're going to move right along from that to another situation that's starting to arise here in CCW, and that's concerning the CCW Southern States Championship and the champion Toxic. Now, Toxic's made it real clear recently that he is going to be focusing on not just Landon Crews, the new breed Landon Crews, if you will, but also certain parts of his body. And he said last week or recently that he was going to start attacking and focusing on Landon Crews' knee. And once again, we have a champion who is definitely living up to his promises, as you're going to see in this week's big main event. So let's go ahead and go to the CCW Southern States Championship match between Landon Crews and Toxic.
Introducing first, the challenger from Tampa, Florida, the very popular new breed, Landon Crews. Introducing his opponent, he is now the current Southern States Champion. This is Toxic.
Don't forget that this is a choice. Pick your poison, live with remorse. Don't forget that this is a choice. Pick your poison, live with remorse.
right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to get this match underway. This match is for the CCW Southern States Championship. That man right there in the green, that is Toxic, your Southern States champion, and he's taking on the new breed Landon Crews. Bright young superstar out of the CCW training school, making big waves here in CCW since his debut earlier this year. And now he's got a shot at championship gold. And these two have a bit of a personal history, as Toxic has ran in and attacked Landon Crews a multitude of times and has promised to take out a body part. So Toxic trying to end the career before it even gets started, and just a disrespectful slap to the face. You can see that angered the young Landon Crews as Toxic escapes to the outside of the ring. Just smacked him right in the face. Unbelievable. The amount of disrespect of your Southern States champion to the new breed.
Let's go. Back in the ring. 4. Come on. Get in here. Come on. It's my time. I'm a champion. It ain't about you.
Now Toxic taking his time on the outside of the ring, sizing up the new breed. Toxic on the outside, not afraid to go after him. And you can't blame him after that slap to the face to start the match. Now Toxic back in the ring, and we may be getting this match underway now. They tie up in the center of the ring.
Watch the corner. Come on. 1, 2. Get him out.
Backed up in the corner, referee trying to stop it, and again, unbelievable. And just like before, deja vu. Toxic slapping Landon Crews right in the mouth and then running to the outside of the ring. You see him there pacing on the outside. Got the whole crowd here fully behind the new breed Landon Crews. And this is just mind games from Toxic. Former tag team champion, current Southern States champion, and won the Stampede Battle Royal back in January. And again, back in the ring, so maybe this time we'll get the match started. And another tie-up in the center of the ring. And once again, Toxic pushing Landon Crews to the back. I wonder if he's going to try to smack him again. Well, he does. Landon Crews saw it coming and hip-tops him right across the ring. And this time, you can see the smirk on Toxic's face. Unable to get away with that one. Toxic knows he can't lose that championship if he gets counted out. Landon Crews also knows that he can't win the championship. Toxic's on the outside of the ring. So Landon Crews growing a little bit frustrated here. That headlock, but shoulders on the mat. That almost took down Landon Crews. Landon Crews, still young, still inexperienced, has to realize you have to be careful. Those shoulders go down on the mat, you could get counted out. But he learns quick. And now wrenching on the arm. of Toxic. And what does he have in store here? Up on that middle rope, ascending to the top rope, and now walking it. See the incredible agility and balance. An arm drag from the top rope, not even the top turnbuckle, but the top rope. And I gotta believe Toxic was not prepared for this. He's hurting that shoulder there. Toxic said before this match he was going to take out a body part of Landon Crews, but right now it's been Landon Crews taking out that left arm of Toxic. He rakes the eyes. A little back and forth, but a stiff shoulder tackle. Back and forth, a great leapfrog showing that athleticism, and another hip toss, and again Toxic escaping to the outside of the ring. This time, I don't think he's playing mind games. This time, I think he's trying to recover, as Landon Crews has been a ball of fire in the center of that ring every time they squared off with Toxic so far in this matchup. And I think for the first time in a long time, Toxic is in danger of losing that Southern States Championship. Referee pleading with Toxic to get back in the ring. Landon Crews has got to be careful. Toxic wisely rolls in, rolls out just to break the count. And now back in the ring as these guys prepare to go at it once again. And Toxic offering a feat of strength here. Let's see who is the stronger man. Both men about the same size. And a huge uppercut. He raked the eyes and he uppercut. And now dropping the fist right on the forehead. Toxic starting to show some of that brutality he's known for, and there you see that big suplex, rolls up into a pin, and a 2 count, and that was close for the young Landon Crews. Toxic is not a favorite among the fans here in CCW. You cannot argue with his skill set. There's a reason he's the Southern States Champion. And now you see him focusing on that knee of Landon Crews. It's been well documented the problems that Landon Crews has had with his knee. And this must be what Toxic was talking about this whole time. Focusing in on a body part, taking it out, and that's what he's doing to Landon Crews' left knee there. And you can see Crews clutching at that knee. And this is what Toxic had in store the whole time.
What do you say, Landon? What do you say?
He's not just trying to beat him, he is trying to end the career of the new breed Landon Crews before it even gets started. And he's a long way away from those ropes, trying to ride out of this. And you can see how that knee is just wrapped around the leg of Toxic, twisted in an unnatural way. And not that I want to see this, but maybe the referee should step in, because we don't want to see the career ended of Landon Crews, and he may not be able to walk after this as this onslaught continues. You can see the crowd here has gone a little silent. They're realizing what's happening. Landon Crews, huge cross body block, and a 2 count. Adrenaline flowing, able to get up. And again, Toxic taking out that left knee. You have to wonder, at what point does self-preservation kick in? Landon Crews, as he is tripped up, drop toe hold, and now Crews is just dangling there on that middle rope. And unbelievable. Nothing scientific about it, guys. That is a kick square to the jaw. And Crews doesn't know where to focus. He just got kicked right in the head. And then Toxic begins the work again on that vulnerable left knee of Landon Crews. Crews trying to feed off the energy of the CCW fans to stay alive in this match. See him slowly ascending this time. But maybe taking too much time, too much of a risk. And Toxic again focusing on that knee, and so far he has delivered on his promise to take out the one body part. I think it's very clear now.
He's a parasite in my company. I'm a champion for a reason.
Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta be honest, this is hard to watch. Landon Crews, we might be watching his career end before our eyes. As Toxic seemingly is in full control now. You have to hand it to Landon Crews. You can admire the willpower. It's a testament of his character to see that he hasn't given up. He's staying in it. But at some point, when is enough enough for Landon Crews? Is it worth his career? I don't think it is.
Remaining in the match. 3 minutes.
We hear the announcement now. Time limit on this match and just 3 minutes left. The odds now are stacked against the new breed. Limited time in this match. Very injured left knee. But he manages to get airborne with that drop kick. But because that injured knee, he's unable to get on the pin in time, and maybe with a fresher knee he could have got that pin, but just a 2 count. Toxic able to get up out of that one. And again, Toxic had a game plan going into this, and he has stuck to it, much to the misfortune of Landon Crews.
Remaining in the match. 2 minutes.
Just a couple minutes left, and Toxic grabbing the chain, which is completely unnecessary. There we go, Landon Crews with a roll-up. This could be it. 1, 2. And almost with an upset. Crews knows he's running out of time in this match as the time limit is coming closer and closer. And Toxic just basically playing defense at this point. Toxic doesn't have to win this match, but Landon Crews does, and there's only a limited amount of time left.
Come on, you think you're champion? Huh? You ain't nothing.
This has been a great match, but Landon Crews,
remaining in the match. 1 minute.
you hear the announcement, just 1 minute left in the match.
You're nothing but trash. Look at you. Stay down.
Toxic just taunting relentlessly
Say what you want, but
the
I'm
new
still
breed
champion.
Landon Crews. Crews has got to do
Better than this
something.
whole roster.
He running out of time to make anything happen to beat the champion, and a big uppercut that might just put him away. And another one just for good measure. We got less than 10 seconds left in this match.
I apologize. 30 seconds remaining left of the match.
That was just an error. 30 seconds left. And you see Landon Crews able to reverse that and brought Toxic down right on his jaw. Toxic stunned by that one a little bit. A little bit of time left in his. And again, Crews going for the cruise control, running out of time though. You see his knees hold him up. 1, 2, and that's it. The match reached the time limit just as Landon Crews hit the cruise control. You had him pinned, but unfortunately for Landon Crews, the match met its time limit. It's a draw. And Landon Crews, for all of the effort, will not be the Southern States champion tonight. Valiant effort. He hit the cruise control but ran out of time as the time limit. And there's the Toxic hitting Landon Crews, and this could be it. It was bad enough during the match, but now the match is over, and Toxic, just moments away from losing his championship, saved by the time limit, now beating mercilessly Landon Crews with that kendo stick. And I hope Landon Crews is okay. The double count out, time limit draw, but now we have to worry about Landon Crews. Is his knee okay? Is his career okay? And is his future in CCW okay?
Have you ever dreamed of being a professional wrestler? Have you ever dreamed of making it to the top and wearing championship gold? Well, here is your opportunity. Email us today at customerservice@ccwrestling.biz. The CCW Training School is accepting new students now. Start your journey today on your way to greatness.
Once again, let me reiterate that Toxic, the CCW Southern State Champion, is absolutely a man of his word. He said he was going to focus on Landon Crews' knee, and he did just that. Now, Landon did suffer a little bit of an injury from what we're told, but what we understand also here at CCW is that the injury is not so serious. We're going to be bringing you some updates on his recovery in the coming weeks, but from what we understand, it's not so serious that he won't be able to continue in the very near future, and no doubt, once again, challenge for that CCW Southern States Championship. Now, moving right along, we want to talk about something that's a little bit more to our heart here in the offices at CCW, and that is our sponsorship. We definitely want to honor every one of our sponsors who have been very good to us in the past and bringing you some of the finest events that we can definitely perform. And we had a little bit of an issue with one of our recent sponsors, a gentleman by the name of Nate Powers. At a recent show, he kind of jumped the gun a little bit and got on the house microphone and began to speak. Now, we weren't quite prepared for that, as you know, we do have security measures in place at all times, and he managed to cross our security and started talking to the crowd a little bit more than what he wanted to, and of course, naturally, we had some discussions with him. So, that being said, he did purchase a little bit of time on this week's episode, and he wanted to extend his heartfelt apologies to the fans and for everybody for what had happened at the show. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and hear from Nate Powers.
Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nate Powers, the #1 head trainer of the Power Size program, and I am here on CCW CCW Network Television to address a situation that happened not too long ago in Lakeland, Lake City, Lake something. Yeah, it doesn't matter. What matters is that I guess I got a little carried away. So I am here to apologize for my motivational speaking at the last CCW event. Apparently, I crossed some boundaries and some of the personal insults went a little too far. However, if you had seen some of the people in the audience, I don't think you would have thought that. Either way, I do apologize. Sincerely. I'm just trying to make everyone around me more energized, more motivated, to feel the power of Power Size. But if some of those wrestlers just would get into shape, one of them looked like a Mr. Potato Head. That's not the point. The point is, I, as a sponsor of CCW, do apologize for any type of personal insults that were taken as just a little too far. But for you there, if you're looking to feel the powers and get motivated, I'm the guy to call. The head trainer of Power Size, Nate Powers. Give me a call. You know where to find me to get power sized.
I'm not sure what that was, if that was an apology. If maybe I should, on his behalf, apologize to the fans. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry, I didn't see that one coming. So forgive me, forgive the offices of the CCW. Nate Powers is definitely a unique individual, so thank you. Anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, you want to stay tuned to our show in the coming weeks, and of course, as always, but more importantly, real soon, is we're going to be giving you an update on the conditions of both Kekino Polamalu and of New Breed Landon Crews, and hopefully both of them make very speedy recoveries. And also, before we head out of here, I just want to let everybody know this was just signed, just announced, and we're going to bring it to you right now, and this is the official announcement of WrestleBash 2018. It will be taking place in Callahan, Florida on August the 25th. Of course, we definitely want you to follow our Facebook page, follow us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, and of course, as always, right here at ccwrestling.biz for every update that we're going to be coming up with, as I will be bringing you more information from here and on into WrestleBash. Ladies and gentlemen, for everybody here at CCW, this is Brian Blitz, and until next time, I will see you at ringside.